this Lizzo story is pretty crazy. And if you're not familiar with Lizzo, she's a artist who's a um I'm not going to show you any of her like obscene photos cuz I don't know if you guys had lunch or you guys are ready for dinner. Um but she's had some backup singers who not backup dancers who are alleging that she has mistreated them and including things with fat shaming. So our culture is all for like body positivity and whatnot, and apparently behind the scenes she has been not so kind to some of these people, and she's forced them to do some sexual things as well. So we will get into that article. I am not sponsored by T-Mobile. Former Lizzo dancers were weight shamed and pressured while at a strip club, lawsuit says. So this article's kind of long, but I think it's interesting. This is one of our like pop icons right now. If you don't follow Lizzo, it's likely that I don't listen to her music. I don't jive with it. It doesn't relate to me. I don't like it. I can see how some of the stuff is like catchy, I guess. But I'm sure if you've watched something like The Masked Singer, or if you, I don't know, watch commercials, I'm sure you've heard a bit of of a Lizzo song. I thought about doing a Kamala thing with like blame it on the juice, but um I don't know if I will or won't, but anyway, Los Angeles. Three of Lizzo's former dancers have accused the singer of sexual harassment and creating a hostile work environment in a lawsuit filed Tuesday. They also allege that she pressured one of them to touch a nude performer at an Amsterdam club and subjected the group to an excruciating audition after leveling false accusations that they were drinking on the job. The dancers Lizzo the dancers accused Lizzo, a performer known for embracing body positivity, of celebrating her physique, of calling attention to one dancer's weight gain, and later berating, then firing that dancer after she recorded a meeting because of a health condition. The suit filed in Los Angeles Superior Court and provided to NBC News by the plaintiff's law firm also accuses the captain of Lizzo's dance team of proselytizing to other performers and deriding those who had premarital sex while sharing lewd sexual fantasies, simulating oral sex, and publicly discussing the virginity of one of the plaintiffs. The suit does not say if Lizzo knew about the allegations linked to the dance captain. Shirlene Quigley, one of the plaintiffs, believed the singer was aware of their complaints about her, according to their lawyer, Ron Zambrano. Brano, Brano, probably Brano. The suit named Lizzo, whose real name is Melissa Vervain Jefferson, her production company, and Quigley as defendants. In addition to accusations of a hostile work environment and sexual harassment, the suit brings claims for religious and racial harassment, false imprisonment, interference with prospective economic advantage, and other allegations. Not every claim was brought against each defendant. I've said this before, by the way, and I think the way that Lizzo carries herself and the things that she wears is so trashy, and not just because she's a big girl. Just, I mean, I think that girls who go in some of the things that she wears are pretty trashy, and but I don't think that she has to do that. I think her being big is like the gimmick, but she I don't know how if she writes her own music and stuff, but it's been very popular and it's been catchy and it's been all over the place. And I don't feel that she's need to kind of have this I'm a gross big slut thing about her that's been used to kind of market who she is when she's she people gave her crap for playing a flute or whatever. I forget which historic figure the flute was or whatever, but she's in a museum or something. She can really play. She's talented, a talented young woman, and she could do more or be better than how she's portrayed herself. And not too long ago, I think we talked about her because she was sick of all the harassment that she's gotten over the years, and it's like you've made this bed. You've made this bed that you're in. People see you a particular way because that's how you built your brand. And so I'm not surprised. These are all allegations in the lawsuit. Who knows? If all these things are true or not true. Um, but I I can say they're surprising because they're a bit shocking because they're just like, eh? um, but they're not. I can see it being in the realm of possibility. Anyway, the stunning nature of how Lizzo and her management team treated their performers seemed to go against everything Lizzo stands for publicly, while privately she weight shames her dancers and demeans them in ways that are not only illegal but absolutely demoralizing. The suit accuses Lizzo of calling attention to the dancers' weight after appearances South by Southwest Music Festival. The singer and her choreographer later told the dancer Ariana Davis that she seemed less committed to her role, a comment the suit describes as a thinly veiled concern about Davis's weight. Representatives for Lizzo did not immediately respond to requests for comment. Quigley did not immediately respond to requests for comment. Efforts to reach Lizzo's production company, Big Touring Incorporated, were unsuccessful. Davis and another former dancer, Crystal Williams, began performing with Lizzo after competing on her Amazon reality show, Watch Out for the Big Girls, in 2021. According to the suit, the dancers were later fired. The the third, Noel Rodriguez, was hired the same year after performing in the video Rumors. The suit says Rodriguez resigned earlier this year. The trip to Amsterdam strip club, Bana Nabar, happened after a performance in the city earlier this year. The suit states that Lizzo's after parties were routine and non-mandatory, but alleges that those who attended were favored by the singer and had a greater job security. At the club, Lizzo allegedly began inviting cast members to take turns touching the nude performers, catching dildos launched from the performers' vajayjays, and eating bananas protruding from the performer's vajayjays, the suit says. Lizzo then turned her attention to Miss Davis and began pressuring Miss Davis to touch her breast and one of the nude women. Davis declined, according to the suit, and Lizzo allegedly led a chant, goading her to do so. After Davis declined 3 more times, the chant grew louder and more strident, demanding a visibly uncomfortable Miss Davis to engage with the performer. When Davis eventually acquiesced and briefly touched the performer, the group burst into laughter, the suit says. Afterward, Lizzo allegedly oppressed a member of her security staff to get on the stage and began yelling, "Take it off," according to the suit. Plaintiffs were aghast with how little regard Lizzo showed for their bodily autonomy of her employees and those around her, especially in the presence of many people whom she employed. The suit says a week later, after a show in Paris, Lizzo invited her dancers to a club so they would be able to learn something or be inspired by their performance. The suit says what Lizzo failed to mention when inviting the dancers to this performance was that it was a nude cabaret bar. The suit described the performance as artful, but the plaintiffs were shocked that Lizzo would conceal the nature of the event from them, robbing them of their choice not to participate. The racial harassment claim is linked to what the suit describes as comments charged with racial and fat phobic animus that were made by touring company employees. In one instance, the former dancers asked to be compensated for their downtime at a rate of 50% their weekly pay, according to the suit. An accountant allegedly responded to the request by offering 25% and scolding them for helping, unacceptable and disrespectful. Only the dance cast, comprised of full figured women of color, were ever spoken to in this manner, the suit states. The religious harassment allegation is connected to Quigley, the dance captain, who also worked as a judge on Lizzo's reality show. According to the suit, she preached her Christian beliefs and took every opportunity to proselytize to any and all in her presence, regardless of um, prostinations. After discovering that Davis was a virgin, Quigley discussed the subject in interviews and posted about it on social media, the suit says, and when the cast members asked her to stop pressuring Rodriguez, whom quickly regarded as a non-believer, according to the suit about her faith, quickly responded, "No job, and no one will stop me from talking about the Lord." Um, I don't think anything should stop you from talking about the Lord, but I don't think you were in the spirit when you took that job. Profession. I'm sorry. That is the respected for preaching, but ma'am. Anyway, two dancers were fired in April and May, according to the suit. William lost her job on April 26, days after she spoke to, up at a meeting in which she challenged an assertion from Lizzo that the dancers were drinking before performances. The day before, Lizzo had told the group that they would have to audition again, a move that prompted what the suit described as an excruciating 12-hour rehearsal. If Lizzo was dissatisfied with their performances, the suit alleges the dancers would be fired and sent home. During the rehearsal, Davis was so fearful she'd lose her job if she went to the bathroom. She soiled her pants. She was given a see through outfit with no undergarments to finish the performance, the suit says. When Lizzo raised the issue again the following day, Williams responded saying the dancers didn't drink, the suit says. The singer then allegedly offered what the suit described as a mocking reply. Well, if you're not, then good for y'all. 5 days later, on April 26th, Lizzo's tour manager fired Williams in a hotel lobby, the suit says. The manager attributed the termination to budget cuts, said the suit, which noted that no one else was fired. Rodriguez complained to the manager about the decision to publicly fire Williams, a move that Lizzo repeatedly raised with the dancers during an April 27 meeting, during which she told the group that she had eyes and ears everywhere, according to the suit. Davis recorded the April 27 meeting because she suffered from an eye condition that sometimes left her disoriented and stressful situations. The suit says days later, Lizzo held an emergency meeting and had security employees confiscate dancers' phones, the suit states. Lizzo became furious, hurling expletives at the group and stated that she was going to go around the room person by person until someone told Lizzo who made the recording, the suit says. Davis acknowledged recording the meeting, saying she said she wanted to have a copy of Lizzo's performance notes. The suit says when Davis said she hadn't met any harm and that she'd delete the video, Lizzo allegedly responded, "There is nothing you can say to make me believe you." Ms. Quigley and Lizzo then took turns berating Miss Davis, the suit says. After castigating Miss Davis, Lizzo fired Miss Davis on the spot. Before Lizzo left the meeting, Rodriguez told her that she felt disrespected and would resign. The suit says Lizzo responded by cracking her knuckles, balling her fist, and using an expletive to tell Rodriguez she was lucky, the suit says. As Rodriguez left, the suit says Lizzo raised both her middle fingers and yelled a slur. The suit alleges false imprisonment against Lizzo's production company because a member of her security detail allegedly forced Davis to remain in the room after the meeting ended so she could search her phone for the video. The suit does not specify a dollar amount for damages that cover emotional distress and including unpaid wages, loss of earnings, and attorney fees. In the meantime, Lizzo continues to inspire fans. In a recent video circulating on social media, the singer can be seen telling a young woman attending a concert in Australia how beautiful and special she is and how she could be the greatest dancer in the world. Speaking to the fan who she said had been bullied online, Lizzo said, "The word says that we have a long lasting effect on people." Isn't that a crazy story? You have all these celebrities that encourage degeneracy. You see it in their shows, you see it when they're on the red carpets, in their interviews on social media. There are some people who are performance artists and some things that they do. You can see it in like I don't know. Sometimes within the world of music and even politics, and people are pretty theatrical and really think and do everything differently themselves. But a lot of times when people show you who they are, you kind of believe them. So I can see her getting kind of angry and threatening folks, and but man, you don't do that when you got employees, man. Um, So I don't know if everything alleged is true. But we'll see. I guess they'll hash it out in courts. But it was just a wild story.
Thank you for watching my video. Make sure you go to blacktnews.com and check out different articles, different videos, and also check out our merchandise. If you like what I do, you can also support the website on the donate page. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and also that notification bell. God bless.